The Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. Check, we Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops and find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry for spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. To the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it. We Ric Flairing on it, flaring on it.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing, sun up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's Backpack Capital One. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at. No cap if the Brody is speaking the soft facts. My advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the least. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walk it, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty. You already know what it is. Happy Friday! If you out there, your job, at your car, kicking it with your kids, your family, whatever you at, happy Friday. Be blessed. You saw another day. I just be blessed that you saw another day. I ain't gonna start this off on a bad note. Be blessed, all right? like the bing, 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 bing. Be blessed. That's that Yolanda Adams song. Oh, be blessed. Be blessed, all right? Let's do something different. I like what this person said. You know what I'm saying? I like what Lamont Turner did. If you an HBCU grad, put it in the chat. Let's listen. It's HBCU day. I'm making it up. All right, whatever. If you have graduated, win a semester, a day, an hour, a minute, you stood in the financial aid line, can you drop your HBCU in the chat? All right. Come on, man. And listen, matter of fact, if you're watching this on a replay, go ahead and hashtag yo HBCU. All right. Go ahead and hashtag yo HBCU. Let's start it off right. Let's start it off right. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what we got to ask. Oh, hey. Who is swag? All right, who is swag? And that, you know what? That leads me. Shout out to Lamont Turner again. Because that leads me into my announcement. Shout out to him. Listen, guys, I am doing a Why I Love My HBCU segment. It's going to be a montage of professionals, athletes, or whatever. Listen, if you are interested, listen, it don't take much. Listen, I'm not going to, it's not live. It's not like that. It's just a little small interview, but recorded. Maybe 15 minutes. All right. Maybe 15 minutes, about 10 to 15 minutes. If you're interested, all right. If you're in, because there's been a lot of slander around HBCUs. There's been a lot of stuff. If you're a graduate, if you've been a part of the programs, whatever, all right, you know what it is. You know what it's about. You know what HBCUs are for. I'm doing a Why I Love My HBCU. I got about 4 or 5 questions to ask you. It is you talking about your alma mater. All right, but you can't be like me and Diddy and only win a semester. You have to have graduated from said institution. You didn't have to start there. You could have went PWI, went to an HBCU, and everything like that. But if you're interested, all right, there is a Google Doc in the description below. All right, there's a Google Doc in the description below. I'm going to need your name, your email, dates and times that you're available. All right. Your phone number is optional. And your profession, okay? But once again, you have had to have graduated from an HBCU, okay? You have had to have graduated from an HBCU. Not me and Diddy where you win a semester, all right? We ain't doing that, all right? So listen, if you, like I said, if you're interested, you want to do it, you want to talk about your HBCU and why you love it and everything like that, because listen, as much attention as we're giving to the negative, I'm always fair is fair. We need to give that same energy to the positive. All right. So just as hard as we've gone on Bethune, just as hard as we've gone on Alcorn and their issues and Jack State and their issues and whoever had their issues, FAMU and compliance. All right. Not we. Because I know y'all Bamas go hard. Y'all Bamas go hard for your HBCUs. But me, media, not media, whatever you want to call me, I want to go just as hard to celebrate and big up what HBCUs are for a lot of you all, right? So you got to give it, got to be both sides of the coin. So like I said, if you're interested in why I love my HBCU interview, please fill your information out below, all right? It'll get to me. I'll set up a time. I'll email, set up a time with you, and we'll make it happen. It is on camera. Because, you know, let me say this about black people. This is what black people be doing, okay? This is what black people be doing. Black people be doing stuff like this. Oh, Scotty, I didn't know I had to be on camera. Ninja! It's an interview, okay? It's an interview, all right? If you're you know what? If you're a PV fan, don't hit my line. All 10 of you Bamas, don't hit my line if you. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not, but I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm just playing. But that's how black people be doing. You know what I'm saying? Black people like, oh, Scotty, you know black people, but especially black women. Oh, Scotty, I didn't know I had to be on camera. I ain't get my. If you need to get your hair done, if you need to get your lashes on, do all of that. before you're interested. Okay? Before you fill the door, or give me your dates and times and get your hair done and nails done before you get on camera. Don't tell me, oh, Scotty, I can't get on camera. I ain't got no lashes. Oh, Scotty, I can't get on camera. I ain't got my, or brothers, oh, Scotty, I ain't got a haircut. Oh, Scotty, I ain't get my hair retwisted. I ain't got time for all that. Get all that stuff done, then come holler at me. All right? Just want to make that very clear. All right? Just want to make that very clear. So it is what it is. Because you only got 10 fans. Ain't nothing. Why I gotta hate on people that got 10 fans? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a PV. Exactly. Yeah, they got 10 fans. You know what I'm saying? All right, you. You know what I'm saying? Just freaking Christ. Oh, why you hating on PV? Why you got 10 fans? All right, since you want to ask questions, answer my question. Why you got 10 fans? And then once you answer that, then I answer my question. Then I answer yours. All right. So I want to get that out. Appreciate it. If you're interested, make sure you, like I said, hit the link in the description below, the Google Doc, fill it out. Okay. And we'll go from there. All right. What else? Also, if you're looking to get into podcasts and YouTube and you already know what it is, you can hit me up in the consulting link below. If you want to ask, hey, Scotty, how do I get more views? How did you grow? Can you help me do this? Can you help me do that? Because I get tired of people texting me and I got other stuff to do. All right, so I want to give those people that time that they need to talk to you, walk you through it, and things like that. All right, so if you're interested in that, hit me on my description link below. I'll talk to you about everything I know, how I got to where I at, and things like that. All right, so this is what it is. All right, any more announcements? Any more of the morning announcements? Okay, none. All right, let's talk about today's topics in these shows, man. Listen, BCU drowning, literally. BCU drowning, literally. Chicago State football. All right, and we're going to talk about some HBCU players killing it at their all-star game and the bowl games, all right? So let's start off with, okay. This is like a gift and a curse. It's going to be like, because, people are going to be like, oh, Scotty, you don't understand. I don't give a damn. Like, why is this so big? Why? That's a great comeback. I ain't gonna lie. That's a great comeback. Why is this game so big? Okay. I just need to know, because what I'm gonna just tell you how I see it. What I see is D2 game that don't matter. That's what I see. Right? I'm like, why are they playing a D2 team and everything like that? Now, for me, I'm like, bro, you're an FCS school. Take your ass and go find you. Now, I granted A&M has done pretty well with scheduling great out of conference games, right? Troy, Austin P, UAB, all those type. Okay. I mean, it's a rivalry game. For me, I'm just like, bro, listen, man, if y'all, what? Listen, you know what? Okay. You know what really chaps me up, right? Why don't SWAC just go D2? Right? And this is why I say that, right? Because you're going to do what the hell you want to do anyway. You don't care about the automatic qualifier. Why don't everybody in the SWAC and the MEAC just go back to D2? Everybody just go back to D2. You can play whoever you want, all the rivalry games you want, right? You can just do whatever you want. It counts for the playoffs and everything like that. And then you just bring the Celebration Bowl down to D2. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody's happy. Everybody is happy. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get this Division II stuff, man. I really don't. Now, granted, if it's happy for y'all, congratulations. Oh my God, congratulations. Oh, it's a rivalry game. Oh, congratulations. All right. It's still like it's because if you beat this team 40-6, who gives a damn? Like, when does rivalries not become like, okay, now I have heard that Tuskegee used to beat the brakes off of Alabama State. So let's not act. Okay, I won't act like it's not like faux pas for a D2 school to own a D1 school, because from Tuskegee fans is that they own Alabama State. That's what. Listen, I'm not telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I heard. Okay, I'm just telling you what I heard. Tuskegee people are like, yo, we own Alabama State. That's what they say. Okay, that's what they say. I don't say that. That's what they say. So let's not act like. And that's the crazy thing. They can beat them, right? And the fact of the matter is, it's a war. It's like worse for y'all than it is for Tuskegee. That's what I'm saying. Y'all might as well just go D2. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. But okay, I mean, listen. As long as the bougie people of Alabama A&M actually have some excitement, congratulations. Because I'm telling you, man, Alabama A&M, if it's not homecoming or if it's not Alabama State, dog, their energy is trash, bro. Trash. I'm good. Alabama A&M is the type of homecoming you're like, you went once, you're good. Like that's just my personal opinion, right? You know what I'm saying? Like when I went to, whose homecoming I go to? Whose homecoming did we go to? See, that's bad. I can't even remember if I went to another homecoming. I definitely wanted to go to FAMU's. We missed that one this year. Did I go to another homecoming this year? I went to Alcorn's homecoming. Did I go to Alcorn's homecoming? I think that was. Yeah, because Andrew Body played Alcorn. So yeah, I went to that. That was okay. It was all right. It was all right. I'll tell you this. Yeah, Alcorn's homecoming was eh. It was eh. You know what I'm saying? Alabama A&M was eh. So I'm gonna have to change it up. I'm gonna have to. Jackson State, I wasn't even at the game. And just the outside surroundings of their homecoming was a lot better. But yeah, A&M's the type of homecoming is like, if you go once, you're good. Like it is like, oh, okay, yeah, I've been there. It's like, in my personal opinion, it's like that. It's well, maybe because I didn't go to the ancillary events. I went to the football game. It was a blowout, and it got pretty dead pretty quickly. So maybe because I didn't go to the ancillary events around A&M is why I was just like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, maybe because the ass whooping y'all got just kind of Debbie down to everything. So, you know what I'm saying? That was that massacre you were at. No, I wasn't. I went to the game before South Carolina State's homecoming. I need to go to South Carolina State's homecoming, but that's just, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. FAMU doing this crap. FAMU is known for some sorry-ass scheduling. FAMU known for some sorry-ass scheduling. Then they want to cry about, oh, well, we're not in the playoffs. Why didn't we get considered? Sorry-ass scheduling. Oh, my goodness, man. I promise you'll get fed next time. Don't hold it against it. Y'all Bamas don't ever feed nobody but your damn selves. Alabama A&M is an only child. Everybody at Alabama A&M moves like an only child. That's how they people. Listen, Jackson people, they can get mad about how I want their team to lose. They are true Southern truth. Listen, Southern is the epitome of Southern hospitality. Southern is the epitome of Southern hospitality. Right below that is Jackson. Alabama A&M is literally like the only child of the SWAC. Oh, that's mine. We don't. Alcorn. I don't know. It's something about them. Like Southern, Jackson, Alcorn. If you want to get fed, you want to eat really well, you want to eat really good, you want to have some great hospitality, go to those three schools' homecomings. Matter of fact, go to any of those three schools' home games. Go to their home games. You'll be fed, have a great time. I haven't been to a FAMU game, so it is what it is. But A&M, don't even waste your time trying to look for food. First of all, they probably feeding you crackers, Ritz crackers, like spreadable cheese, grapes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a ham sandwich, maybe got some catering out there. Maybe got some Subway catering or something like that. They ain't really, because I'm trying to tell you, baby, when you go to Southern, Jackson, and Alcorn, they cook it. They they out there, they be cooking so much, you be like, how in the hell did you fit all this? You might see a whole hog at Jackson just getting rotisserie. Just a whole hog. At Southern, you might see the biggest boiling pot of crawfish in your life. Like, in Alcorn, they be grilling. I mean, everybody grilling at Alcorn. You know what I'm saying? You can fall into a tit that's grilling. You know what I'm saying? A&M is like the bougie parents in Beverly Hills. You're just like, bro, like, they be like, oh, you don't want any hummus? You want some hummus? Like, people eat that crap. Would you like some caviar? Would you like some what's that? A charcuterie board? What is that? A crutchery board? I don't know what that crap is called. That's what A&M is. A&M is all that. Okay? A&M is all that. No, I'm telling you, don't waste your time, bro. Don't waste your time. If you go, you go. Okay? If you go, that's your prerogative. But don't expect nothing like, oh my God, this is the best food of my life. Don't expect none of that. All right. It go like Howard and A&M. Like, they right neck and neck with like caramel apples. It's like pretty much like fair food. Okay. Marshmallows, cotton candy, caramel apples, hot dogs on a stick. That's what you're getting at A&M. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're getting at A&M. So just be prepared to be starving and not be full. That's what you need. Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Don't even waste your time at A&M. Anyway, I haven't been to Hampton. I gotta go to Hampton. I haven't been to Harry, but yeah, I'm not doing it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. All right. Listen. Shout out to Keenan Isaac, Kamari Everett, Isaiah Bowden, man. All the reports that are coming back from the NFLPA Bowl is that these guys are holding it down in the one-on-ones, in the team drills and everything like that. So I just want to come on here, give you all a shout out. Keenan Isaac, Alabama State DB, Kamari Everett, Bethune-Cookman tight end, Isaiah Bowden, that's my guy. Shout out to Zay. Killing it in the one-on-ones and the team drills like that, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I know Isaiah and Keenan are supposedly, supposedly they're rising up draft boards. Listen, I think Zay and Kamari, Keenan Isaac, these guys are all draftable. Let me just say that. These guys are all draftable. I think if you would put them in order, I think Kamari Everett would be 1, Zay would be 2, Keenan Isaac 3. Kamari, because simply you're 6'6", freaking built like a house, 240, 230, you can run like a gazelle, and that's where the league is going to. That's why, for him. Isaiah is simply his versatility. Can play inside, can play outside, can do kick return, probably can do punt return. I mean, whatever you need him at, you can put him at. And Keenan Isaac, big, long, lanky DB, very physical, great at not winning, but great at ball deflections when the ball comes in. So these all guys are definitely all draftable. Don't be surprised if all these guys are drafted or they all end up on a team, because all 3 of these guys should be NFL bound. Real talk. All right. Shout out to my boy Showtime Webb. Showtime, I thank you for the donation, my guy. You still to go to the live bands, baby. Okay, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I know $50 if $50 for you, Showtime, is like $2 to Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, that boy got money. Him and Smash, them band channels. No, they make different type of money. They make a different type of money. Like me and Key, you know what I'm saying? We do pretty well for ourselves, but you know what I'm saying? They on a different type of money. They on a different type of money. Long money, Trump long, trumpet long. All right, so crazy. All right, next up, got to talk about little Chi-Town city, little Chi-Town news. Chicago State, all right? Chicago State has put together a committee for a potential football program. I'm excited, okay? I'm excited. HBCU, Chicago State, trying to put together a football team. Now, listen, Chicago State, I'm going to tell you this. Don't just jump in the MEAC just to jump in the MEAC. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Don't just jump in the MEAC just to jump in the MEAC. All right. That's my only, see, weigh your options. Okay, weigh your options. But If that's where you want to go, that's where you want to go. But part of that committee should also be in a part of canvassing, you know what I'm saying, the MEAC and what you want to do in Ohio Valleys right there and things like that in that vicinity, you know, if you want to stay close traveling wise and everything like that. So that's all I'm saying. It's just, you know, weigh options. Weigh options. Okay. It's not a HBCU. They're not a HBCU. Somebody told me they're HBCU. My fault. I thought they HBCU. Well, Ohio Valley seems like your man there. I thought it was because the way people in the MEAC was cramming, they were, oh, Chicago State getting a football team. They was like, Chicago State to come to the MEAC. Well, I just assumed they was an HBCU team because we know MEAC don't want no white schools. We know that much. MEAC ain't want no white school. So I'm like, Chicago State got to be a black school. Gotta be. If the MEAC wants you, you gotta be black. What else they want? They don't want nothing else. So, I mean, okay. If they not, my bad. I thought that, once the MEAC put their bid in and all, I said, oh, they gotta be black. So that's my fault. My bad. You know what I'm saying? But here's the article. Going a little deeper, says Chicago State University is looking for a new conference to play sports, and wherever they end up, they plan to add football to the 15 sport programs already in fold. Chicago State University marching soul of Chicago was on hand for the announcement. I like that name, marching soul. I like that. Better than the UAPB name, was on hand for the announcement of the school's exploratory committee that will study the prospect of adding football and additional women's sports as well. Last says football could start as early as fall of 2025, and the exploratory committee's findings will be shared with the president at the end of the spring semester. Now, listen, I'm about to do something. All right. Marching soul. All right. So I'm going to do something. But I'm telling y'all right now, I need you Bamas to be on your best behavior when I do this. Don't go all off script chat on me, okay? Don't go all off script chat where, oh, Scotty, you don't know shit. Oh, Scotty, you ain't. All I'm asking you is to let me breathe. All right. When I put this up, all I'm asking is that you let me breathe. Okay. That's all I'm asking. Please. Why not? Okay, now listen. Before you guys go, oh, Scotty, oh, you on that shit again. Like, listen, for real, right? Listen, just listen to me real quick. The reason I said this is this, right? The reason I said that is this is because it's a new program. He can build it how he wants. All right. They're new. He's new. Chicago State can get all the facilities they want. Right. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, why not? Listen, you gotta listen, guys. See, you gotta have an open, you gotta open your third eye. All right. You gotta open your third eye, man. Okay, it's a new program. All right. He said, Ari gotta be paying you. He's not, but I'm serious though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta open your third eye. Yeah, see, y'all so close-minded. Just because it didn't work with you doesn't mean it won't work with somebody else. That's all I'm saying. If Chicago State wants to come out the gate competitive, right, with a name, with a brand, you bring in somebody who can expel that and push that forward, and that's Ed Reed. That's Ed Reed. So I mean, that's all I'm saying, man. Y'all call us spade. I'm just saying. All right. That's all I'm saying. So y'all need to open your third eye. That's all I'm saying. It's possible. It's possible. It can happen. Why not? What Grambling say? Why not Grambling? Why not Chicago State? Okay. Why not Chicago State? That's all I'm saying. Why not? Thank you, David Thomas. Why not? That's all I'm saying. It's possible. All right. It's possible, man. It's possible. It's it's possible. It's possible. Come on, man. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible, man. Hey, y'all so y'all just shut stuff. Y'all so evil, man. Why y'all so mean? Y'all shut stuff down so quickly. Give it a chance. Give it a chance, man. Just give it a chance. Y'all. All right, listen. I'm gonna open the call lines up on this one because I really want you all's opinion. All right. Call lines are open. On this topic that I'm bringing up. Sorry, wrong one. Call lines are open, 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. I really want you all's opinion on this subject because I'm going to tell you how I feel about it, and I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Right? Okay. Alabama has offered the white boy to say the N-word. Now, I did a show not too long ago about Albany State coach Quinn Gray Sr., junior, senior, third, fifth, I don't care. He offered the white boy as well. Now I'm gonna say this. I just don't understand how a white school could see it as an issue, right? And then a black school can see it as a non-issue. Now, granted, because I'm gonna give you both. I'm gonna give you both sides, and I'm gonna play this clip that somebody said in their comment. Somebody told me, there's like, hey, Scotty, like, you know, HBCUs have taken in kids that have done some exorbitant amount of things, stealing, you know, allegedly sexual assaults, weed. Why is it that the white boy can't be redeemed for saying the N-word? And if you watch the video, right, it wasn't completely malicious. And what I mean by that is he wasn't saying it at another black person. He was rapping a song and he was like, yo, I'm back with the N-word. Now, I feel it does have some malicious intent because you recorded it and put it on social media. So you thought shit was sweet, right? You thought it was, oh, okay. Like you thought shit was sweet. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be opposed if no HBCU offered them, because I look at it like this: would PWIs give black kids the same opportunity? I believe they would, depending on how good you are. Right? I believe a PWI, if a PWI had a black kid and he did something exorbitant and blah, 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 I believe a PWI would give you another chance. Now, I don't know if a profile of a Georgia, Alabama, but I believe another PWI. It's so many of them. You know what I'm saying? I think they would give you another chance because of how good you are. If you're that good, they'll give you another chance. But I don't like, I feel like there's, and this is my personal opinion, right? I just feel like there's a standard that is being dropped if you allow a kid that said the N-word to come into your program. Now, I'm going to play you a clip that gave me a different perspective of it. And I'll say, oh, that's not a bad perspective. So I'm going to play the clip, and you guys tell me. I really want you guys to call in. I really want you guys' opinion. 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124.
All right, here's what's on my mind. Marcus Stokes, a white quarterback who lost his D1 scholarship for using the N-word, gets a new offer from a historically black college. Let me say that again. A white quarterback loses his scholarship for saying the N-word and gets a scholarship to a black college. Albany State gave the offer, and tons of people were talking about it on social media. So here's my take. Nobody should be using the N-word anyways, and I don't care if it's the N-word that ends with ER or GA. Trust me, there are some people out there who believe it's the same word. Now, dictionary.com calls the N-word the most offensive word in the English language. Now, real talk, I believe in second chances, and Lord knows I've had plenty of them. And I know many are upset with Albany State because of this. But this might do the kids some good to go to an HBCU. What better way for someone to learn about the black culture and get educated on racial sensitivity? Isn't that what we want more people to do in this country anyways?
I think KP brings up a great point. If any black, look, boy, let me tell you this. If any black player said something malicious, like a word malicious toward Jews, and it was like, if it was in a rap song, if it was a painting, if you drew it in the sand, it would be a completely different subject. Completely different subject. And I don't really know if a kid could come back from something like that. All right. I don't know if a kid can come back from that. And I'm going to say this. I saw the kid's tape. He kind of reminds me of a young Johnny Manziel. Very raw kid. I don't think he would have done well at Florida. This is my personal opinion. He would have had to do some grooming. I think he could do well at A&M. I think that's the place for him. And listen, I understand what Maynard's doing. He needs a quarterback. And if you got to go to a guy with the N-word because you got your job on the line, I get it. I can't blame a coach. I'm just torn between the issue. I really am. I'm really torn between the issue because all I can think about is, will we get the same chance? Would we as blacks get the same chance? And I disagree with it. No matter how minuscule, how small, I feel like once, and this is my personal opinion, I feel like once a PWI would have put that tag on you, like they don't want to touch you, I don't think another PWI would have touched you. I think you would have had to go to an HBCU to give you the opportunity. And that is what it's for. HBCUs are for, let's call it what it is, for blacks to have a second chance at a redemption of their life. If they made a wrong decision, if they made a wrong turn, if they made a wrong financial move, if they came from a bad background, it was supposed to be a crutch for African Americans, for blacks. It was not a crutch to catch a white boy who messed up. When the whole system is rigged for you to win. It is just hard for me. Like, I get it. I understand it. And I want to bring something else up because I'm going to show you how much winning is more important. All right. Winning is more important than morals, right? These are what people have posted on their social medias. It just shows you how much programs value winning over the morals of their. I don't understand it. And I wanted to call this to the carpet. Why? Because I didn't want somebody to pull it down or anything. Because the same way I would have held a Southern, a Jackson, a Alabama State, a Alabama A&M, right? It's the same way I got to hold y'all. Man, no one disturbed by the video. How is no one disturbed when Florida cut ties with the kid? Congratulations on your offer. Come check. Come on, man. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm being overzealous. I don't know. Smash, coming to you. What's up, Smash?
When I seen this shit on first seen Albany offer him, I was like, damn, Albany been doing great, and you got new coaching to be a good step forward in the right direction. But Scott, I'm on the fence like you, bro. We really got this second chance, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything's saying all eyes against us, you know what I'm saying? They were the blackballed us, so we definitely got this second chance. But I'm also on the fence of, like he was a kid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know sometimes, as kids, we make mistakes and kind of like, you want somebody to kind of forgive you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, man, yeah, white boy should know better. He wasn't that much a kid. He old enough to know better. So I say this. I say, I understand those big Power 5 schools for not wanting to put their hands on them, you know what I'm saying? But if anything, those Christian schools kind of should have gave him a second chance. He should have got an offer from a big Christian school before HBCU, and he should all. I mean, before HBCU, he should got an offer from BCU, and basically Christian. Remember, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
BYU, Liberty.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
all those schools.
If why
Bethune, you so Christian Bethune. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fire motherfuckers because y'all believe in Christian belief. All right, get this guy. You know what I'm saying? Get him a second chance. So, he a kid, Scotty, bro. And it's one of them tough ones, but we've known as black people over the years, you know what I'm saying, our lineage, to be the ones to give people a chance, even when done wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a surprise. It just always raises that question, because I'm also thinking along this. If I'm playing against A&M or whoever gets on that damn defense, and I feel some type of, I'm trying to take his head off. Fuck second chance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't think people thinking along those lines. You know what I'm saying? Like, those kids gonna be coming for his goddamn throat. And the least little thing he's doing in the locker room, he better be at every Black History program. He better be at every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. It's one of them situations. So, all right, that is my time. It's just hard to put the finger on this. One, because he's so young, he's a kid. And two, we wouldn't have got this damn second chance. So I'm out, Scotty.
Hey, appreciate it, Smash. Listen, I want to make something very clear. I'm not saying this kid should never play football again, right? All right, I'm not saying this kid should never touch a football field. I am not saying that. Not at all. The kid is talented. He's earned it. He's earned it. He's done everything. So I'm not saying he should never see a football field, that a school should never touch him. But I don't see white Christian schools coming to his help. I'm not seeing, I mean, West Florida, I think West Florida offered them, or whatever it's called, Florida Gulf, West Florida Gulf, whatever, I don't know. But they offered them, you know what I'm saying? But why is it like, listen, man, and maybe I'm taking this too deep, and I would apologize if I am. Please, somebody correct me if I am. Maybe I'm taking this too deep. But it's too many times where if another race or another culture is slapped, they hold you to a super high standard, right? And I'm keeping it a whole buck. Muslims, Jews, Asians, whites, all when they are slapped, done wrong, disrespected, they hold that with such disdain that they're like, we want retribution. We want retribution. But as soon as something's done wrong to the Black community, they're asking us to forgive. Oh, it's not that serious. It's not that big a deal. It's okay. It'll pass. There's been like it bothers me. That bothers me. But all right. Dre, coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
Man, I totally agree. I kind of equate this to the Art Browse situation, where if Nick Saban ain't touching Art Browse, no one should have tried to get him. Mm-hmm. And we know Nick Saban is known for rehabilitating everybody. So I agree that he should be able to play college football, but I don't feel that we have to be the one to give him that opportunity. Like, it's too many schools, NAIA, D2, D3. He has to learn that there's consequences for your actions, even at 16, 17. But I'm not shocked, because talent always rolls to the top. We've seen, PWIs give all types of chances to talented individuals. We know that.
Yeah.
So I'm not shocked when it's desperate, when, your job's on the line, your livelihood's on the line. And so I'm not shocked that somebody reached out, because it's about talent. It's about talent acquisition. And, I just don't think that the HBCUs have to be the one to give him that second chance. Let North Dakota State give him that second chance, or the Houston Baptist, or, there's too many schools that need quarterbacks. Let Louisiana Monroe, or, but once again, I equate to the Art Browse situation. If Nick Saban ain't touch Art Browse, Graham shouldn't even sniffed around it.
That's real.
So folks are desperate to win.
That's real. Now that's real, Dre. Let me let you go, Dre. I'm gonna read this statement. If you want to call back in, you can call back in, okay?
Appreciate it.
All right, man. Hey guys, let me read this statement. Shout out to my boy Blue. Told me that he made a statement, so I'm bringing it up on the screen right here. Let me zoom in for this for y'all real quick. But Quentin Gray made a statement in concerns of the scholarship. It says head coach issued a statement apologizing. I hope you guys can read it. Apologizing after offering a controversial football recruit scholarship. The consequences of my actions brought pain to our university. Quinn said in a statement, I was trying to help a student get back in competition. In my haste, I did not consider the impact of the decision would have on all of you. All right, Marcus Stokes recorded him. Let me see, blah, blah, blah. Strokes, who is white, please offer a local high school. But please know that my decision would speak to the student that did not meet your expectations was unacceptable. The really embodies the spirit, authenticity, love, blah, blah. My actions caused you to blah, 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 whatever. All right, so pretty much I believe he walked back his I think he walked back his scholarship, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. So there he goes. I believe he walked back his statement, walked back the offer. 5239 coming to you.
Hold on. Yeah, what's going on, man?
What's goody, man? What's your name? Where you calling from?
All right, man. My name's Jackson, man. I'm calling from Florida, North Florida, man.
Talk to
So
me.
basically, the whole situation I want to say about with the kid, I feel like he deserves a second chance, and one of the reasons why I feel like, I don't see a problem with him. You know how you were saying you don't see any other Christian universities doing it, is because I feel like with UF, predominantly white university and a lot of other ones, I felt like they will receive more backlash with him keeping the scholarship than if they didn't. And I know like this young cat, he grew up around a lot of black kids, and I'm sure a lot of them, in his friend group didn't have a problem with it. A lot of times when they say that, they kind of cheer him on, because they make it seem like they're down with the culture, whatever. Not saying it's right, but there are a lot of other players like Joe Barrow.
Time out. Hold up. Have you watched his tape? Have you watched his high school tape?
Yeah.
Everybody on his team is white. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about where he grew up at. I know like where he actually grew up at. That's what I'm talking about. His friend group from camp all the way to like his neighborhood and area. That's what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
And but basically what I was saying, not saying this right, but Joe Barrow had an incident with that when he was back at LSU. They didn't make that a big deal. And he had some racist tweets going on from what he said back in high school. They didn't say much about that, which is a lot worse. It wasn't him rapping to a rap song. Same thing with Jake Frum. I'm sure you remember Jake Frum having something like that. So I feel like, they shouldn't be too hard on the kid, and like you said, it was a mistake. As long as he doesn't do it again, he learns from it and let him play. But, I feel like there's a lot of other situations that, white kids have probably said a lot worse that haven't been held accountable. When we so much big on this kid, when you have other quarterbacks that I've seen that's on a bigger level said a lot worse and didn't have anything happen to him.
Time out. So now, is there a level of disrespect that needs to happen? I'm asking a question.
Well,
Is there like?
Well, nah. What I'm saying, okay, he was rapping to a rap song. He was rapping to a rap song. You know how these kids is. He's rapping to a rap song. Posted on Snap. He probably posted on Snap, and then what it is, I guess someone screen recorded. They posted online. Versus when you have another kid like Jake Frum, he made a racist tweet making a racist joke saying nigger. Saying the N-word. saying the N-word. And then he didn't get in trouble for that. So him saying that versus what Jake Frum or what Joe Burrow said versus that, I feel like they should be held accountable differently. Him rapping to a rap song, he was just rapping to a rap song. He listened to that artist. A lot of these artists, have a lot of profanity in it. Not saying that it was okay for him to say it, but, when he doesn't have anybody teaching him differently and around his friend group and everybody's okay with it from where he's at, you have a lot of white kids.
Stop. He doesn't have people teaching him, but I promise you, he's rapping that in his car. He is not rapping that in front of his friends. He is not rapping that in front of black people. That means right from wrong. Come on, man. You cannot say that. It's like me, right?
Well, they said he was.
No.
They said he was.
No, you can't make me believe that. You cannot make me believe that. It's no different than if you're a parent, right? I'll probably say I'll probably say the F word with my friends, but I ain't saying it around my mom because I know what it is. That kid knows he cannot say the N word around black people. He knows that. He probably knows who he can say it in front of, But he know he can't just go to any random black person rapping the N-word in a song. He know that. Stop giving that man excuses.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm giving him an excuse, but like you said, it was a snap video. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like, he was just on his own Snapchat, just doing the song. Not saying it was right, but it wasn't like he was super blunt with it. You know what you understand what I'm getting at compared to something else?
I understand what you said right then, but what you said a minute ago did not make sense. Oh, he doesn't know. Oh, he didn't know. Somebody needed to teach him. He knows. He's a white.
Well, yeah, you're right. No, I'm not saying someone needs to teach him. He doesn't know. But I'm saying that compared to a lot of the other situations with other white QBs that have done a lot worse and haven't been held accountable. But I feel like with him, I don't think that the kid's a racist kid.
Nobody's saying he's racist. I never said he was racist. I said he needs to be held accountable for his actions. Now, the thing to
how do you think he should be held accountable?
He shouldn't get a scholarship to an HBCU. Listen, man. See, we as black people have to stop pacifying white people, right? That's what this is. This is pacifying a white person. Listen, bro, I don't give a damn where you get a scholarship. I don't give a damn if you go to Alaska University. That allows you to play football for free. Congratulations. It just won't be at an HBCU. Why do we have to allow him in our space to make us feel like we're giving him oh yeah, we'll put our arm around the white kid? No. It's just like this. And I just got a text message. It's like white people can own black people's spaces. Viacom can buy BET, but we as black people can't go buy MTV. They won't allow that. So what I'm saying to you is, why is it that we as black people have to open up ourselves? We got to put ourselves down. We gotta shield our feelings or what we feel about it to make the white boy feel comfortable. Negative. Go do that mess at BYU. Go to Colorado State. Go to wherever else. Don't come here and do that. You're not getting a second chance here.
Okay.
That's all that
well,
is.
Well, listen, I'll say this last thing. Well, do you think that, like you say, you think you can possibly get an interview with that coach or one of the coaches that offered him and ask them personally why they did what they did and see if there was maybe another motive to it or maybe they spoke with him or something where we might not know about? Do you think you could do something like that?
Well, we'll see. I don't know if they want to. I don't know if I don't know if they want to make a public statement. I mean, I would assume they.
Let's say if anything, if he doesn't go to the HBCU, he goes anywhere else. I'm sure, like once the air clears, you maybe can get an interview with one of these coaches and ask them why they decided to go with that move.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
All right, appreciate it.
6180 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
What's up with it, man? It's G from Mississippi.
What's up, G?
Man, it's the way I see it. How you looking at it? You looking at it from a moral aspect, or you looking at it from football? If you looking at it football, then it's a no-brainer. Why would you not offer this kid? Like, I mean, I understand.
That's a good point.
What are we saying?
Yeah, I get you.
What is it about? Is it about morality? If it's about morality, I get it. He messed up. We shouldn't give him a second chance. But we talking about football. What are we stupid? Are we dumb? Like, look at the kid. The kid's a prototype dual threat quarterback. Like, yeah, no, let him play, man. I really don't care. Let him play.
Let me get this straight. I want to keep it a whole buck. If you said the N-word to another black person, is it the same thing?
What'd you say? Say again.
If he was on video, I'm asking you because I want to make sure I want to see where does your threshold stop at? If he said that N-word to another black person, like said it to his face, then what?
How did the black person in front of him react? That would be my thing.
That's not the question. I'm just saying.
No,
that's not the question.
I'm not in the video. I've seen the video. It's a song in the background.
That's not the question. The question is, if he would have said the N-word towards a black person in the video, do you still keep the same logic? Yes or no?
Like I said, yes. How are you standing? Is it moral or is it football? Is it football? If it's football, let the kid play.
So it doesn't. So for you, you would rather be disrespected because you wouldn't even allow a white person to say the N-word in your face right now. You wouldn't even allow that. If a white person came up to you and said, "You's a ninja," straight up, you wouldn't even accept that. So why am I still talking?
No,
to you? Why am I still talking to you? Bye. Why am I still talking to you? It's not. It's not. It's the use of the word. It's not. The word is the word. The use of the word. You can say, "Oh, Scotty, give me context." It's the word. The word is all the context you need. 85-82. Hey, calling you live.
Boy, Scotty, this is funny. As a community, we get way too many passes. In this same month, Aretha Franklin been called to the carpet about a song that she wrote back in the 70s by the transgender community. You heard about that?
No, I didn't.
Natural Woman. They said it's anti.
Oh, yeah. It's anti-trans. It's transphobic. It's transphobic.
Right. It's a transphobic song. But as a community, we're expected to let things slide. You could say something halfway anti-Semitic, and I promise you're gonna lose your job. If you say something halfway anti-Semitic on your show, they'll cancel you, bro. Quickly. But we're expected to let everything slide, and it's not cool. You know, HBCUs is a small part of college football as it relates to numbers, and he needs to find somewhere else to play. And we need to be okay with that. Then he's really not that good. And from a football standpoint, I think people are missing on, we're talking about the University of Florida. Okay? If he was really good, they wouldn't have let him go like that.
That's pretty fair.
Because think about it. Other University of Florida players have done worse and stayed on the team.
You know what? I think it's because it's Billy Napier and he's been to an HBCU. I think that's why, if I'm being a whole buck with you, I think that's why he let him go. Because Billy Napier he coached with Buddy Pugh. So what he looked like bringing on a player that said the N-word, he like, bro, Buddy Pugh gave me my first job. Like, you get what I'm saying? So there's a stigma. He didn't want to be attached to his program because he knows who he is. So shout out to Billy Napier. But go ahead.
I'm with you. No, I just, I don't like the fact that people are okay with always giving passes. It's okay to say it's not cool. And it's not even nothing you have to fight about necessarily. Just hold somebody's feet to the fire. Make sure they maintain that energy.
Yep.
That's it.
Hey, man, appreciate it, B.
Ain't no problem.
All right, man. Listen, I know somebody asked me, Scotty, how do you feel about the word? Listen, I use the word. I ain't even going to hold you. But that's my privilege. Listen, man, y'all got to stop. Listen, I'm sorry. And y'all going to say, Scotty, you ignorant. Call me ignorant, right? White people have white privilege. Black people have a privilege. Now, there's going to be black people that say, Scotty, you shouldn't use the word. It's derogatory, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, cool. That's your feelings. Then you got black people say, hey, I use it. I say it, whatever, blah, 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 right? That is my privilege as a black man. That's my privilege. I can go up to another black person and they get mad that I call them an N-word. That's their right. And I can go up to another black person and they be like, my ninja. If you was any bigger, you'll be my bigger ninja. You know what I'm saying? So let's not act like it is what this is. It's life. There's a lot of double standards in life. It's a lot of double standards in life. Guys sleep with a bunch of girls, he a player. Girls sleep with a bunch of guys, she's a hoe. Let's not act like there are not double standards in life. Let's not play this game. It's not hypocritical. It's called a double standard, stupid. All right, 93-33. Hey, calling you live.
Hey, Scotty.
Then book coming to you. What's
Hey,
good?
Scotty. This is Christopher from North Carolina.
What's up?
Albany State just rescinded his offer.
I saw that.
The president put a squash to that. So I expect Alabama A&M, they may squash his offer after a couple of days of this.
All right. It might. We'll see what if you know, Maynard different though. Maynard different.
Yeah, but the president has the final say.
Yep, that's true. We'll see.
This Albany State guy, he got called into the president's office.
Yeah, appreciate that. Hey, listen. Anyway, can I about to say, didn't Robert Griffith didn't Robert Griffith III get in trouble for calling somebody a jigaboo or something like that? I mean, come on, man. 1320. Hey, Book, you live.
Hey, Scott, you got me?
Yeah, I got you, Book.
All right, man. Hey, look. So you just hit on what, like, the double standards is real, but the nihilism is real too. Now, I was one of the people that said, hey, Ed Reed called his superior of a HBCU or MF. You can't let that ride, right? There's a bunch of ways to handle business, but that can't be one of them. In less than a week, we turned back around. Like, you have got to be shitting me. In less than a week, we turned back around. Some of these same individuals wants to give this young man a pass because he can throw a ball. Like there's not anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And you don't just want to give him a pass. You want to give him a scholarship. You want to pay for the pass.
Oh, man.
Like, you simp ass hypocrite. Like, come on, man. If we're going to have standards, we got to have standards. If you want to let the young man play ball, let the young man play ball, but make him walk on, make him earn it. That's what they're going to do to us.
Oh, man, that's good.
We're going to have to pay some dues. We got to get our penance in a pound of flesh. But we're going to give him his. Right? Yeah. He wasn't accused of doing something. Whatever, man, whatever. But there's that, right? Okay. The other part to this is, my concern is, now this is where we go with the care, you know, the care of the university and all that kind of stuff. Why would you invite that and everything that's probably going to come with it to your campus in the fall? Because you know somebody's going to try to antagonize it, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So why would you invite that around your program? Why would you invite that to your university? Why do you think these other people ain't offered it? They're like, I'm not dealing with that. It ain't got nothing to do with morality. I'm not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, Billy Napier got it. You know, I agree with you on that. But these other people, like, I'm not dealing with that. There's too many other quarterbacks out here. Yeah. He does deserve an opportunity to come back, but make him earn it, and make him earn it somewhere else. Make him go to JUCO, and then once he play at JUCO, I'll offer him then. But come on, man. Come on, we got to do better than that. We got to do better than that. So, you know.
Hey, Book. Listen, Book. That had to be the perfect synopsis, bro. I mean, like you said, in less than a week, we turn around. Boy, you crazy. That's perfect. Book.
And some of the same people. You know what I'm saying? That's the kicker. Some of the same people. But you know, like everybody said, you know, no matter what, when it comes to sports, winning washes over a lot of stuff.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Book, let me dive a little deeper with you. We won't even give a person who looks like us a second chance. We didn't give we didn't even give Ed Reed a second. People didn't even give Ed Reed a second chance. This Bama don't even look like us, and we're willing. Come on, man. It can't do nothing for us more than anybody else. At least Ed Reed could have came in and dropped the impact on BCU like a nuclear bomb. It could have changed their life, right? You know, I don't. Hey, man. Like I said, you know who we need right now, Mr. Who That Ninja on that nag. That's what we need, because that's what people sound like right now. Man. You know, we want to gatekeep against us and hold the whip, right? Be the overseer. But you want to give Mr. Charlie a pass. Come on, man. Let's not. I mean, come on, man. Let's just say we did not. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Man.
No one's calling him in. No one's calling his and trying to mischaracterize a young man as something he's not. But we are saying if he's going to earn any type of penance, make him earn it. We ain't got to pay for it. There's too many other young men out there who can throw a ball who haven't made a mistake in this regard. That is a direct affront to the community. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
I absolutely agree, bro. Appreciate the call, Book. But I think, and once again, I want to be very clear about this. I do not know this young man personally, right? I do not know this young man personally, and I'm not calling this young man a racist. That is the farthest thing. What I'm saying is there are consequences to actions, right? And I love what Book said. He said Ed Reed called his employer MFer and got let go. And every HBCU alum outside of Bethune came down on him like hell rain fire. A white young man used the N-word, and people are making excuses for him to get a scholarship at a HBCU. Somebody make that make sense to me. HBCUs were there for Black Americans to have an opportunity, but now we're giving second chances. And I'm not saying that minorities outside of Blacks don't deserve second chances. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying in this particular instance, he deserves a second chance. It just should not start in the HBCU. 9891 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
What's up, my brother?
What's up?
What's up, my brother? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is information, man, brother. I called you last week. Let me just say something here. We got to stop the bullshit right now. Now, I know you were saying that it's our privilege to be able to use the N-word if we choose to. We know that to be true. It is our privilege. However, if you look at other groups like Jewish people, for example, they never popularize negative words that are used against them so much that they will make you pay the price. Now, we as Black people seem to want to give a pass to white folks because we're culturally conditioned to see Black as inferior and white as superior. And as a manifestation of that, we'll underestimate and undervalue Black people. Black people do it to themselves, and white society does it to us. We have seen plenty of examples where we had young Black men who were supposed to get scholarships to go to PWIs, and when they got caught in something that they did not do, that they got ripped off, they got pushed upon them, and it was a lie. They never reaped the benefits of getting those scholarships ever. Everything that they said. Now, he did a rap video where he used the N-word, and this N-word is becoming to the point where we've used it so much that other people are using it in music and making the word normalized. That's dangerous. We should never normalize a word that has so much history and hate towards us. That's why the white boy felt comfortable to say it, because this generation, they're using all types of, they're saying these words and they feel comfortable saying it because why? We've allowed them to feel comfortable saying it because we've gotten too comfortable with the word ourselves. Now we're shitting on Ed Reed, saying Ed Reed shouldn't get a second chance. Yet we want the white boy because we think the white man's ice is better than the Black man's ice. We put white people on a pedestal like they're Jesus. And so we're going to give the white boy a chance. I'm sorry. We should do like other groups. When you use words that we do not want to hear being said, we should punish people just in a way we should be punished. If he want to go, he's white. His people run the society. Don't tell me that white boy can't go to another college and still play ball. Black people, why are we trying to save their child when we should be saving our children? Period. I don't like the fact that Auburn State and Alabama A&M. Those are two that he said, on his Twitter, I'm very happy to get my first offers from these schools. If Florida doesn't want him, why is it that Black people always have to play the role of we forgive? Nobody forgives us, brother, when we get ourselves in a pickle. What do you think?
I mean, I kind of agree, but I thank you for your call. Hey, listen. Okay, Ty, listen, I love you, Ty. But listen, this is what this channel is about. It's about opinions. And just because you might not like somebody's opinion, I mean, I cut people off. That's just what I do. It's my show. But, I try to give people a space to breathe. And like at the end of the day, there's a point to the madness. And people are saying football is a privilege. Football is not a right. Like, I don't understand this with some of you guys' logic. Oh, we're talking about football. We're not talking about football. We're talking about the white boys' use of the word, the N-word. Football was an afterthought, right? Because if he wasn't a football player, it would be whatever sport it was. Baseball, swimming, soccer, field, it don't matter. If he was an artist, if he was a painter, it wouldn't matter. What the extracurricular activity is not the issue. You get caught up in all the ancillary stuff. It has nothing to do with that. It is the use of the word. And as a white boy, you should know better. And since you don't know better, let us teach you what happens when you use it. And there's the consequences. It's consequences. It's just simple. Simple. Does it mean that if you want to get into the use of it and all that, hey, to each his own. That is your prerogative. In the black, I don't even like Hispanics using it, if I'm being honest. I don't even like Hispanics using it. Just not my cup of tea, right? But however you get down is how you get down. That's just my cup of tea. If you don't like the word, if you don't like the N-word, that's you. If you use the N-word, that's you. If you're black, that's your privilege. All right. If that's black, that's your privilege. You can choose not to, you can choose to. That's what it is. It's a double standard. You might not like it, but it's a double standard. All right. Let's move it on. All right. Back in the news again. Just can't win for losing. All right. Listen, got an email from a young lady. It says, good morning. Due to broken water line facilities maintenance is working on the water lines between phase 2C and D. The water will be off until the line is repaired. There will be access to showers if needed. Females will go to Bronson Hall, first floor, bathroom number 8. And males will go to Joyner Hall, first floor, bathroom number 8 as well. All right. Also received the email. This one right here, listen, I couldn't be in college right now. I ain't even gonna hold you. I couldn't even be in college right now because somebody's gonna have to come see me. Good morning. I have had a large majority of students emailing me this morning about water outage in their dorms. I am sorry that you all are dealing with this. Hope it's fixed soon. Lecture will be on Zoom today, so you don't have to miss the information. Ninja what? Ninja what? Nah, Ninja. You expect me? You expect me to be at? I'm sorry. Maybe that's just, like I said, maybe I'm just different. Maybe I'm different, but it ain't going down like that for me. It ain't going down like that for me. There's no way that it's no way I can, no. You think I'm going to sit up in my psychology class? No water, probably, come on, man. No sympathy. No sympathy. No, not even saying, hey, let's take the day off. Look at what she says. Look, Sharima Butts is inviting you to schedule a Zoom meeting. This is her email and her office phone number. I want to read this again. I have had a large majority of students emailing me this morning about the water outage. That means that they feel that the water outage was so important that they're like, hey, I hope we don't have class. That is why you do that. Hey, ma'am, there's an outage of water. Can you reschedule class? That's why a large majority of your students are emailing you, but this just shows you the disconnect from the administration, from the students. It shows you black and white right here in this email. Crazy. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Let me see. I think I got something else too. 5232. Calling you live.
Hello?
Yeah, you live.
Oh yeah. Hey, how you doing, man?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Kenny. I'm calling from Danville, Illinois.
All right, talk to me.
Yeah. Right now, this is what they want right now. I think he's an scapegoat. They put him up there so people can try to get off Bethune-Cookman, you know, and it's working. You know, it's a bad word for anybody outside of the race to be used in medical. You know, it's bad for all of us to use, you know, but we kind of took it in as an idea, you know, word for us to use towards each other, you know, to downplay the word that the white people used to use, use against us to try to down us and treat us like crap, you know, but it's horrible for anybody else to use that type of word, you know, but at the end of the day, if we not better as a people to each other, what makes us think somebody else is going to treat us any different? We need to be better as a people to each other before we can try to chastise somebody else. And that's the real issue that's going on. He wouldn't even fix his mouth to say the N word if we was better as a people to each other. You know, we treat each other horrible.
Time out. How is the white boy's use of the word have something to do with how black people treat each other?
What I'm saying is,
no, that's what you said.
He's using it.
That's what you said.
No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying he's using the word because he see it doesn't mean anything to them. You know, they're using it. It must don't mean that much. You know what I'm saying? So he's fixing his lips to even rap about it. You know what I'm saying? If he knew any better, like you said, if he didn't know no better, now he know. He's like you said, you're right. He has to get chastised for using that word. He don't deserve to use that word because he's not of our ethnicity. And the fact of the matter is that, you know, there's a lot of them that do it. You know, I never been around a white guy that used that word because I couldn't tolerate it. I'd be in jail. You know, because at the end of the day, it's not a word for them to use. And he's dead wrong for that. You know, so like you said, he shouldn't be able to get into no HBU. It's just a whole bunch of crazy things going on in this world right now. Well, he's being considered to do something like that. Why is he even being considered to even go to a HBCU? You know, and that's the ridiculous part about everything. Up is down, down is up, fat is skinny. You know, it's just a whole bunch of craziness in this world right now. You know, people want us to just look the other way when problems occur. Well, our own race want us to, it's okay that the college is mildew. It's okay that the college is about to break down. We're going to fix it as soon as we can, but don't worry about it. We got it.
All right, thank you for the call. Listen. Oh, God. Two things. One, I don't know what that guy was talking about. He kind of lost me on the people thing. And two things, right? With the BCU needs helps is, listen, I'm going to tell you what I was thinking. I was thinking BCU is underwater, and then I changed it up at the last minute and was like, needs help. But then I forgot to delete is because I was rushing. Because y'all know I be late on my lives. I be trying to be on time, but I be late. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving you the heads up. So you don't gotta like my grammar. I don't give a damn. Like, I don't care. I'm explaining to you my thought process. That's what happened. I ain't deleted. It's on y'all. All right. So that's my thing. All right. That is my thing. I just feel like there's such a disconnect between the people at Bethune, the administration, and the students. That you can clearly see. You can clearly see the disconnect when a teacher says in an email, I have had a large majority of students emailing me this morning. So you would think in that process that you would say, you know what? It's Friday. I'll give them the weekend. We'll bounce back, come back Monday. Hopefully everything is resolved and we'll come. But come on, man. This is what we doing. This is what we doing as a it just don't make sense to me, man. And it's sad. That I think that's the thing for me, that it's sad that these kids are paying for this education. These kids are paying for this education, and they're getting this type of treatment. I've been seeing videos of kids with flooding in their I've seen kids flooding in their dorms. You know what I'm saying? I've seen kids with of course you see mold, see mildew. It's just one thing after another. It's just one thing after another. And I just wish that the administration, at least the teachers or somebody, would stand up for these kids, or at least understand what they're going through. Because I promise you, if that lady, if Miss Butts water wasn't on and she had an outage or her pipe busted, she wouldn't have been at work. She wouldn't have been at work. You get what I'm saying? So it's little things like that bother me when it comes to this. And last but not least, I'm going to bring up I'm going to show you guys I hope you guys can see this. This is the list of demands that the kids made for the board of trustees and what is going on. So let me see if I can help you guys read this. All right. It says investigation of the administration. All right. Let me take this border down. With a detailed investigation on the leadership of our campus, it will aid in locating the main problem, as we don't feel included with the direction of our university is heading in. We feel as the board of trustees led by Judge Belvin Perry Jr. have not been completely transparent with us. Being that we don't feel valued, heard, or supported by administration, we are demanding the immediate revision of these roles. We demand student and alumni representation on the board. That should be 1, 2, and 3. Okay? 1, 2, and 3. 1, create a better method of requesting maintenance requests. 2, enforce better safety regulations on campus. 3, improve screening measure for employees of the university. 4, release detailed financial statement for each student account. Wow. 5, amend student handbook and code of conduct. 6, renew vendor contracts. 7, formulate direct and frequent communication with administration. 8, restore the tradition to the university. And 9, protect the interests of students. 10, remain a family. I don't have a problem with these demands. I really don't. My only issue is create a better method of requesting maintenance requests. It's not the request, boo-boo. It's never the request. It's the manpower to do so. It's never the request. I can see a request and still not do it. There should be a standard of request, right? Like, there should be procedures put in place. after the request. There should be enough manpower on campus to complete the request. You know what I'm saying? Improve screening measures for employees of the university. Listen, when you're private, it's tough. It's no different than a charter. It's a charter. It's no different than a charter school where they hire teachers that aren't really qualified to teach and stuff like that. So hopefully they follow that. Amend the student handbook and code of conduct. There should be a revision of regulations regarding attending the university and the way students are expected to behave. I feel like that's self-regulation. Why would you put that? Why am you trying to regulate you? I ain't trying to regulate me. I'm trying to regulate y'all. Y'all the ones effing up. I'm paying $30,000 to be regulated. Like, the basic necessities are, okay, yeah, don't look a certain way, blah, 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 or whatever. But most of the issues are not the students. It's the administration. So why would I listen, man. I think this is cute. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be, I think it's cute. I really don't think this reaches the crux of the issue. That's why I said demanding representation on the board is an absolute. That should have been 1, 2, and 3, right? Like, the rest of this stuff is like, it's hit or miss. You need to be where the power brokers are at. You need to be in, and I know they probably won't put you in the room all the time, but there needs to be some type of checks and balances in this thing. And from what I've been told, the board used to be like 15 or 20 people. Now it's down to like 9 or 10. So maybe getting the board back to 15. Maybe getting the board back to 21. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe growing the board. You know what I'm saying? Having stuff like that, because that's really where this falls down to, is the board and how the decisions and money is being moved. So, I don't know. I mean, like I said, this is cute. The demands are cute. But, I'm just, this is from the students. So, hopefully they get what they need. Hopefully they get what they come seeking for. But I don't know about this one. I think this is going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough battle. But as long as you can, listen, a lot of that stuff, I get it. But if you get representation on the board, a lot of that stuff just changes naturally. A lot of that stuff just changes with representation on the board. And not just having one person, but maybe 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? 5751 coming to you.
One person, but maybe 4 or 5.
Hey, caller, you live.
Yes, hello?
Hey, turn your background down.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's already down. Yes, sir. I enjoy, the topic today. It's very relevant. The kids, because I did not initially go to a HBCU for undergrad, but I did as a graduate student, and I went to one of the best HBCUs that we do have, which is North Carolina Central University. You wouldn't have any bad shenanigans going on there, because we have people who are lawyers, who are educators, and who is a practicing lawyer. So they know that if you put kids in a situation where they could be harmed, which is the mold, which is exactly what it was, that's a problem. I think the whole situation boiled down to, if there was a video of Mr. Ed Reed, and he was walking with 3 or 4 white gentlemen, and he opened the door. He said, "Come in, let me show you this." He opened the door with the key, which shows that he was allowed to be there because he had the key to the building. So he opened the door with the key and came in and was showing these white guys exactly what was going on. They must have been inspectors, because they started writing stuff down. And then all of a sudden,
all of a sudden, because it didn't matter his passion, he's supposed to be passionate. But all of a sudden, that's when they got scared, because the question that needs to be asked is, ask Reggie Theus, did he pick up his check last month?
Yeah.
What did you get your check? Was that check $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month you was making from a HBCU that's private and doesn't have that many funds? How long has the building been and the facilities been in that shape? If it's over 2 months, what was you doing for the last 2 months? The interim president came on the TV and said, yes, we do have dorms for the showers for the children. Yes, we have locker rooms. No, they don't have to share. He said this on television. And then Mr. Pretty Boy comes on, and then he says, oh, no, we don't have lockers for the students. I know that. And we don't have showers for the students. And I know that. Of course, right there, both of them contradictory what they was doing with CYA. All Mr. Pretty Boy wants to do is to get his money, Mr. Gregory Abbott, is to get his money and put it in his pocket and make sure the status quo stays the same. Because anytime somebody says, don't mention our dirty laundry, don't say anything, just keep it the way it is, make the students pay, and then once we get that check, they're on their own. So what? Now, obviously, that's not supposed to be that way.
All right,
that is absolutely not supposed to be that way.
You gotta land the plane.
Absolutely not.
All right, thank you for the call. So appreciate it. I want to play this video. I saw it on Twitter. I haven't listened to it, so this will be the first time. I just want to see what they're saying. If you guys have seen it as well, please let me. Oh, let me see. No, that's not it. Can't do that way. You won't hear it then. Boom, boom. All right, so here it is.
But I had to be here because the love of this school, this athletic program here, and the love of you guys. You need to hear this. You need to hear from men that are successful, that came from the same cut that you are from, that you're living now.
Other alums in attendance were former NFL players Rasheed Mathis, Nick Collins, and Alvin Wyatt Sr., who, as most of you know, led the Wildcats for several years as coach.
What are we drinking? What are we drinking? What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time.
The first order of business was to make clear that the university is moving forward with hiring a new football coach.
And the final decision is that we were not going to continue negotiating Ed Reed's contract. And we're not going to go back to that. We have a number of coaches that we're going to name a coach within the next 10 days. We have a couple of really great candidates who are coming to campus, of which one of you or a couple of you will be able to interview that coach as well. It's the first time that we've ever done that. But I want players, or at least a couple players, to be able to talk to their colleagues, their teammates, about what it means to hire a coach, what that means.
A player representative said he understood the president's decision, and then he had his teammates stand in solidarity. Concerns included better nutrition, sharing helmets and cleats, more qualified trainers, inadequate locker rooms and showers, and the need for a quality training facility.
We all got our own stories, and I understand y'all stories is deep, but we all got our stories,
President Drake, who attended every football game last season, agreed with many of the concerns.
When I went to the stadium, I was embarrassed at what I saw in the locker rooms. Now, I didn't know much about sharing helmets. I didn't know about the mold on helmets. I didn't know about, the sharing of cleats. I didn't have any idea about those things because I couldn't know those things. In fact, some of it I learned today for the first time. So I said, okay, fine. We got to do something about the program.
Coach Theus said that plans are already underway to create an on-campus practice field, and also
they're putting $3 million into the stadium locker rooms. They're going to redo the entire stadium locker rooms. So you'll have those two things by August. And you can hold that.
Okay. Maybe I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but you don't even own the stadium. You don't even own that stadium. From what I was told, it's a Cedar Stadium. So why would you put $3 million into something you don't even own? That's like me living in an apartment and giving the apartment complex a renovation. Am I missing that? Am I missing that? Because from what I was told, and if anybody from Daytona can please correct me if I'm wrong, I was told that is a city stadium. So why would I put $3 million into something I do not own? 9059 coming to you. Hey, call you live.
What's going on, Scotty? How you doing, Mr. It's your partner, Ladell, brother. How you doing, man? You all right?
I'm doing well, Mr. Dilla. How you doing?
Man, doing just fine, brother, man. Hey, man, here we go again, man. Stinking thinking. Here we go again. I love what you just said, man, concerning putting $3 million in a facility that you don't even own. What type of thinking is this?
Come on, man.
I'm going to say it again, like I said before. Where's the money flowing? Where is it going? This type of thinking is what's running the university. They're going to run this university to the ground again. Now you actually hear the president again double talking again, talking about I didn't know about that until today. But you went on to Roland Martin's TV show saying something totally different.
Totally different.
Man, what's going on? So you have both of the AD and the president don't know what the hell they are doing. What is this garbage, man? Man, if you are a Bethune-Cookman football player, athlete, whatever, decommit, go somewhere else. There's no value there at all. If they lying to your face and this type of stinking thinking is running your entire university, and then the president lies about walking the campus every single day when you actually have the student council president as well as football players and students saying, no, that's not the case. This dude lying, and he's really good at it. I mean, politician with that thing, man. I mean, snakery to the degree. Man, what type? Man, do I need to come and buy this whole university? This is ridiculous, man. This is some stinking thinking. This is sickening. Hey, Scotty, am I all big dog? Holla at your partner, man. Am I all big dog?
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for the call. Hey, HBCU Band Talk coming to you.
What's going on, man?
What's goody?
All right. So he said in the video, I watched it 3 times, right? He said that they are going to be spending $3 million. They as in the city. So it's not the school spending any money at the stadium.
Okay. I'm about to say, because that don't make no sense. I was about to say, that don't make no sense.
Yeah, and I was actually over there yesterday on campus. You know, I talked to a few students, and, you know, it ain't all bad over there. So I know that sometimes we, you know, take the opportunity to, you know, ride the wave. But, you know, it's not all that bad over there. You know, the students are encouraged. And the ones that I talk to, at least, you know, they have a lot more good to say than bad things. So just make sure we keep that in perspective.
So what's the good things?
As a community?
What's the good things? What's the good things? I mean, you're on the phone. Tell us the good things.
Well, I talked to a few young ladies over there when I was actually having dinner, lunch, after I was taking care of some business over there. And I just flat out asked them, say, listen, give me your perspective of everything. And then she said, well, hey, you know, we have been complaining about some of the things over time, right? But they also said that, I'll say my phone's ringing, my bad. But they also said that overall, it's been a positive experience. 2 of the young ladies were first generation college students. and one was a sophomore, one was a junior. And, overall, they say they wouldn't trade in their experience for anything. I did want to get them on video, but they declined, that request.
Okay, time out.
The stadium.
Time out.
Yeah.
What you're saying makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. And let me explain to you why. Because a college experience doesn't have to be the buildings. A college experience doesn't have to be the mold. Doesn't have to be the water. Doesn't have to be the lights. The college experience could be the people you met. The college experience could be the teachers that you've met. It doesn't, like, what you're saying makes sense, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't make sense, because what people are protesting is not the college experience, right? Because yes, your experience could be messed up by your facilities and the lack of oversight and all these things and that. But at the end of the day, the people that I met, the friends that I bonded with, the people that we're going through this together with can make the experience enjoyable because I got my guys with me. You know what I'm saying? I met a good friend. I met a good person. So I can't, you can't be like, oh, it's all good over there. If it was all good, Bama's wouldn't be protesting. That don't even make sense.
I didn't say it was all good, right? Or if I did, right? What my point was, it's not all bad, is what my point was, right? So, for example, most people, when you go on vacation, for example, your vacation that you're going to, you may have a phenomenal room, but that's not the highlight, or it shouldn't be the highlight of your vacation. The experience itself is going to be the highlight, right? And those are the things that you're going to cherish for a lifetime. Now, I do know that a lot of people who may have went to a HWCU, all right, which y'all call PWIs, but, if you go to a HWCU or any other university, a lot of times you're going to have mildew and mold. Am I excusing that from Bethune-Cookman? Of course not.
I went to a PWI. I didn't have that.
Of course not.
I went to a PWI. I didn't have that.
Okay. Have you ever been to Harvard?
No, I was. What's funny? I was actually close to Yale. I went to University of New Haven. I was actually right down the street from Yale.
Right. So at Harvard, there are reports of mildew. Right now, I'm around buildings quite a bit. Right, and I know that certain areas can have mildew, and there are certain ways to remediate, mildew and mold. Right. So people getting, I think a lot of times we take the opportunity to bash something. Now, I'm not talking about you or anybody else in particular, but I am saying that, the overall experience, and you'll see this when you get to Daytona on next week, and I hope to be there as well so I can meet you in person. But it's not horrible. Now, I will tell you, when I drove by the gym, right, there's some issues with that, right? And those are concerns that I have. And this is way before, this whole deal with Ed Reed. I was over there with my son going over some things, and I looked at it. I'm like, wow, this needs to be addressed. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up was the athletic facilities. All right. If you look at the facilities that they have, the office building where the head coach for the football team, where Ed Reed's office was, right? That facility is, from what I'm told, right, is a state-of-the-art facility. Now, do they have the weight rooms, all that stuff there, but do they have locker rooms and the practice field on site right now? No. The plans are for that to be there. In my opinion, this should have happened a long time ago. But, this what's happening now is the catalyst that will allow that to happen because of the attention. So I tend to look at, or try to look at, the glass always half full, no matter which or what situation that I'm in. That's just, the way that I am, and allows me to go through life a little bit better. But, that's just my, frame of reference, and mold and mildew are things you're going to find all over. So I don't think that's going to be a reason to shut the program down. And the last thing is the $13 million budget that Bethune-Cookman has for athletics is actually a lot higher than most of the SWAC. So when a lot of people are saying, Bethune-Cookman is broke, this and that.
No. It don't matter how much money you got if you can't keep your stuff up. It don't matter. You could have $30 million. It does not matter if you're not spending it to keep your stuff up. You got what's that to brag about? I got $13 million and we sharing helmets. What's that to brag about? I got 13 million. I don't want it. No. I'll let you go. I'll let you go. I'll let you go. I'll let you ramble for a long time. I got $13 million, but we got a shed that my clothes are getting mowed in and the equipment's getting mowed in. Like, come on, bro. It doesn't matter how much money you have if you're not spending it for upkeep. Don't matter. I can be like, I got $1 million if my car don't drive. What the hell does that mean?
Listen, I own a mini storage, right? And a U-Haul place. If they need somewhere to store the stuff, hell, I'll buy a better shed with better ventilation, whatever it is. They have enough buildings there that, as he showed, that are sitting empty, right? Where there's a lot of.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Rocky, coming to you. Hey, call you live.
Hey, man, this is that building fund bullshit that black people go for all over the goddamn country. You collecting a building fund each and every week, but we got broken tiles, leaky faucets, and the air conditioning don't work when it get hot. This is the same bullshit, the exact same stuff that people. When are we gonna not go for this, man? And at the end of the day, our kids. What it goes back to is this, bro. Our kids deserve better. Reggie Theus is getting paid. The president is getting paid. Terry Sims was getting paid. They taking up collection. They charging for games each and every week. And our kids are getting dressed outside. They don't have a facility to get dressed in, bro. This is exploitation at the highest level. Exploitation at the highest level. If Bethune-Cookman was a white university, we'd be marching to shut that bullshit down. Because our kids are being exploited for the benefit of adults and institutions. That's what, like, we all should just look at it for what it is, man. Why should a kid go play football at Bethune-Cookman at this point? And to bring him in and have some old nigga that used to coach there chanting, talking about, what time is it? What time is it? That's like asking the preacher what you doing with the money, and he says, we're gonna move on. We're gonna have an A and B selection from the choir. You know what I mean? That's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy, man. And here's the thing, Scotty. Like from a dude that's just a regular guy, an uneducated dude, a dude who has no real formal accolades that you can speak of, right? Even my common sense ass know that they bullshitting those kids when they talk about they can improve something in 6 months that they haven't even dealt with in the last 5 years. It don't make any sense.
It
bro.
don't.
Somebody got to be down there protecting those children from those grown-ups who are going to try to exploit them one more year. Somebody has to protect, and I say children, but I'm gonna say those young men and those young women. Somebody has to protect them, man. Who's speaking on their behalf? We got a lot of y'all old people speaking up for Bethune-Cookman, speaking up for what facility. Like this dude called in to say it's not that bad at Bethune-Cookman, and that the entire college experience is not being ruined because of this, because what's happening. Let me just go through one analogy. If I go to a restaurant, right, and I want to take my wife out to dinner, and it could be the most immaculate restaurant I've ever been in. It could have fountains and chandeliers and all that. But if the food gets us sick, is it a great experience?
That's good, Rob.
Yes, one thing can ruin the experience. So stop it, man. Y'all need to stop that, bro. And this is what they need to start talking about for real. They need to start talking about facilities, support services, competent staff, and infrastructure for the campus. If they're not talking about that, they're not talking about nothing. They just literally trying to pacify these kids to try to squeeze another season out of them while they attempt to get their shit together, man. This is your boy Rocky. You can reach me. You can listen to me every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, listening to Upon Further Review on the Offscript channel. Much love, Scotty, and I'm out.
I appreciate it, Rock. That boy said you can reach me. You can reach me. Hey, Monty, I'm gonna come to you. 6937 and Mr. Sergeant. I'm gonna play the video again before I come to you guys. I want to play this video through its entirety. Here we go.
A player representative said he understood the.
Oh.
Because the love of this school, this athletics, I didn't have any idea about those things because I couldn't know those things. In fact, some of it I learned today for the first time. So I said, okay, fine. We got to do something about the program.
Coach Theus said that plans are already underway to create an on-campus practice field, and also
they're putting $3 million into the stadium locker rooms. They're going to redo the entire stadium locker rooms. So you'll have those two things by August. And you can hold myself and President Drake accountable for that.
President Drake said that other issues would be dealt with, but he also said he expects better results from the team.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to stop this. If he said how can Drake and Theus hold the city? That's why I gotta start screening my callers. If they said the city, how is Drake and Theus going to hold the city accountable? Okay, I'm gonna let that slide. Because I don't know what I'm talking about.
And better conduct from each player.
You had a 2-9 season last year, and you can't blame it on Coach Sims. Everybody in this room played a season. I watched you every game. So let's be real here. And I want you to be good students. I don't want to see you kicking doors in that I have to repair. I don't want to see you leaving trash on your floor, which ends up being the worst floor in a dormitory or residence hall. I get complaints all the time from other students about my student athletes. And I make an excuse for them sometimes, but other times I don't have anything. What I'm saying to you is that you want stuff, we want stuff. We want an excellent group of young men to go out here and excel in life, period. That's what we want. That's the bottom line. And since you play athletics as a way for you to do that, then we want you to be good athletes, and we know that what we have today, it ain't working. It's not good enough.
Then it was time for the NFL professionals to offer their words of advice and encouragement.
So what we're saying, everything that was is not what's gonna be. So that's what we need y'all to understand. That what was is not gonna be. So what Doc was saying, he needs something from y'all. Just like y'all need something from him. He needs something from y'all. So commit yourselves.
Fire and desire. So get ready, gentlemen. Get ready. Get ready to believe in yourself as you never, ever believe in anything else before in your life. It will happen. I don't care if you're trying to make a good season better or change a terrible one. Before you finish this year, I want you to know this, because this president, this athletic director will take you through this charge.
But y'all want to sit here and shake y'all head like y'all already know what's going on. Y'all don't. Y'all don't know how to survive out there yet, bro. Y'all don't. It's going to take time.
Understand it. Listen. Listen before you speak. I was the third highest paid rookie on our team and the highest paid rookie free agent here.
That ain't got shit to do with the price of tea in China. That ain't got shit to do with the tea in China. Like, you just out here talking. You just out here talking. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, man. That's crazy. You being the highest paid third rookie ain't got shit to do with molding helmets. Rasheed Mathis being an all-pro or pro bowler ain't got shit to do with mold being in helmets. If you cared about your institution, that wouldn't even have been a problem. And you got Mr. Coke 45 up here in a 1975 year suit talking about, I need you to be motivated beyond motivated. What? What? Come on, man. Monty, coming to you.
Scotty, this is why I can't stand those bourgeoisie Negroes with someone with the doctor in front of their names, because every time I hear this president speak, he's speaking with an attitude. He spoke with rolling with an attitude, and he was speaking with the young men in attitude. First point is this. Ed Reed was having a football team going around cleaning the trash. So if you had some nasty Negroes on the team, I guarantee they wasn't going to throw another damn piece of paper down after all the trash he was having them to pick up. So he was already starting with some accountability for the young men. Second thing, if we agree on everything, then somebody's lying. So let me get this straight. You pass a room with all these old people that is going to be on your side of this conversation to then bash these young men and tell them, now we want something from y'all. And the third thing is this, Scotty. You know why they're getting them locker rooms now? Because probably the light-skinned folks who own that stadium realizing this is a shitstorm coming, and now they about to put some money in the facility.
That's good. That's good, Monty. That's good.
Because it wasn't no talk about locker rooms and this, that, and the other. There wasn't even no talk about a damn practice facility on the campus until that's what Ed Reed was talking about. That's what Shaq and Bashotti from the Ravens and them was going to drop the money and pay for that. And Ed started clearing the field. But now we getting all this new shit at the stadium, which you ain't talk about that on rolling. Because if you had that, you would, if this was already in the works, you would have already done it. But that's what it is, because this is picking up coverage, because all news is local first, and this is made this way. This is all through the YouTube algorithm. Bethune-Cookman, Rolling already dropped that they didn't got $68 million just through the Biden administration. Now, folks who's attached to that, they say, oh shit, let's go ahead and put these showers in. Let's go ahead and put this new shed up. And my man talking about, I get them a storage. The former equipment manager student said they already got a damn storage unit. They got to take all the damn equipment to 20 minutes away from the school.
My thing is this. This is my issue. This is, and listen, I'm gonna keep it a whole book. My guy Josh, I love Josh. Listen, I love HBCU Nightly, but this is my issue with this, right? I want to be very clear. This is my issue. I want y'all to read this statement. I want y'all to read the watch, listen, and learn. Oh, y'all can't see that. Let me zoom in a little bit more. All right. He says, watch, listen, and learn. Salute to the student athlete coaches, the former players, and AD for making this happen. My issue is this, and I know it, and I know it like the back of my hand. See, y'all don't get it, but I do. Parents should have been a part of that meeting. Why? Because the influence of the NFL players will have nothing to do with the parents. See, when you put young adults in the room with former NFL players, with old guys, there's still a respect level that has to be shown. So I can't come at you the way I want to come at you. The fact of the matter that they did that meeting without the parents of those college athletes lets you know that they wanted to dictate the room, because it was only so much pushback a young adult was going to give a former NFL player, a former head coach, a doctor of an institution. Why? Because they dictate your life. They dictate your scholarship. See, no, it's not no watch, listen, and learn. You don't learn nothing from a situation like that, because the real questions that need to be asked and answered are not going to come from 19, 20, and 21-year-olds. They're going to come from 50, 55, and 60-year-olds that have been around the block a few times. Go ahead, Monty. That's my issue with that video.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. And what you saw, that meeting, the only thing comes to my mind, that was a gatekeeping meeting, because obviously everybody in the room was a gatekeeper of Bethune. And like you said, you sitting there and you in a room full of those people, and those young folks, they had no choice but to, be respectful. But I'm a salute the students for speaking up, because the difference between a moment and a movement is sacrifice. And when we look throughout our history as Black people, Black Panthers, Fred Hampton and them, they were all young. They were college students that was shaking up the world. So salute to them students, man. Safe travels, man, on your way down, you and Key.
Hey, appreciate it, Monty. Listen, if I was a parent, I would be pissed off that I was not a part of that meeting, because one or two things is happening. One, I'm sending my child money. Okay, he might have a scholarship, he might not. If he doesn't, I'm probably paying for his tuition. I probably signed off on some loans. I'm probably co-signed on some loans. That means his well-being is still underneath of me. And the mere fact that you want to have a conversation with my son about the facilities that he's going through and expect him to have some type of, come on, man. That's not right. That's not right. Look, watch, listen, and learn. Nah, that's wrong. That's wrong on all levels. 6937. Hey, caller, you live.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You're live.
Okay, I've been enjoying your show. I just want to say something to the football players in particular, if they're listening. I hope they're listening. I was, in 1973, I graduated from Tampa Bay Tech. I was the number one linebacker in the state of Florida. Bethune-Cookman sent me a letter trying to get me to come to Bethune-Cookman. However, I got a letter from Iowa State, so I went to the Big 8, which was the largest, most prestigious conference at that time. But what I experienced at this predominantly white school was extreme racism. And so I had to learn very quickly that I had to do what was in my best interest. I decided that I would pursue my academics after 2 years of extreme racism that was being displayed by Coach Earl Bruce at the time. I won a starting position the spring of my freshman year. But when I came back my sophomore year, they had put this white boy in front of me because his daddy was a senator. And so I had to make a decision. Was I going to tolerate this racism, or was I going to do what's in the best interest of myself? So I finally decided that I had to make a decision as a man, as an adult. And that's what these young men at Bethune-Cookman have to do right now. I keep hearing them being referred to as children and kids. No, these
young men at Bethune-Cookman. They have finished high school. They are no longer children. They're adults. And y'all have to start thinking like adults. You are now experiencing your first experience as an adult.
That's good.
And now it's upon you as an adult, a young adult, to make a decision that's in your best interest. You can't rely on your mama and your daddy to decide whether you are going to remain at Bethune-Cookman, or is it in your best interest to leave Bethune-Cookman and seek out another college to play football or to pursue your education. You, as individuals, as young adults, are now going to have to make a decision, not your mama or your daddy, not those coaches that was in that meeting. You are finally realizing that nobody really cares about you in this world, particularly those coaches. They're getting paid.
That's good.
They're getting paid to have you there and exploit you. You are being exploited. And you need to realize that your situation, from what I've heard in this last week or two about the conditions at Bethune-Cookman, it is child abuse for any parent to allow their child to remain in those conditions. It is child abuse. It is reckless abuse. You see, I decided to leave Iowa State football team and pursue my academics. As a young man, I was considering, what would my parents think if I stopped playing football? What would the people think? I was the #1 football player, and I came from a very poor family. I couldn't afford to go to college, so I had to play football in order to afford to go to college. But there was some pressure in my mind about what my parents and my relatives and all the people that considered me to be the Golden Helmet winner in Hillsborough County, the best player in the county. And but I had to, think about my future. And so you're going to have to think about your future. What are you going to do? Are you going to remain in those profoundly dilapidated conditions? Or are you going to pursue what's in your best interest? I think it's in your best interest that you all, as a whole team, not just as individuals, but you all have more power than you think. You all need to leave as a team to make a point. And I think that there are many other teams that will pick you up, but you need to get in that portal when it opens back up and leave and make a profound statement to all HBCU football programs that they're going to have to get rid of these corrupt administrators and football inadequate and incompetent coaches and administrators.
That's good.
And if they want to have some type of revitalization of the powerful HBCU football programs that existed before 1964, y'all are going to have to make a statement. Nobody else is going to do it. And this is the opportune time for you black young football players to come together and unite. Deion Sanders, there's only one Deion Sanders, and he used his power and influence to make a statement when he did make that statement. Nobody else could do that but him. And now it is an opportune time for you all in these conditions that are being now placed on social media and spread throughout the country. This has never been done before. And it probably never will be done again. But you all need to take advantage of this media event that's going on throughout the country, exposing the corruptness and the incompetence of these HBCU presidents and the athletic directors that particularly that exist at Bethune-Cookman. Get rid of these people.
Can I ask you a
They
question?
cannot have a. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You was rolling. I really want to get you two things. One, what's your name, and then where did you go after you left Iowa State?
Oh, my name is LeGrand Anthony. When I quit the football team, I got an academic scholarship, and I placed all of my competitive nature upon my academic pursuits, and I thereafter received an academic scholarships until I finished on time in 4 years. And I went on and got a master's degree and then went to law school. And I practiced as a trial attorney for 25 years. And now I'm retired. So you see, I had to make a decision as a young man, about 19 years old, 20 years old, that made a difference in how I lived my life and how I was able to afford to raise a household. You see?
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying, young people. Make a decision. That's in your best interest, not in the best interest of your parents or these coaches or Bethune-Cookman. Look out for your own future. Nobody else is going to do it. You're going to have to do that right now. Leave Bethune-Cookman and go somewhere that you can get what you deserve. Y'all have worked hard and you have achieved a high level of accomplishment. And go take those skills to somebody that appreciate your skills and that will reward you for what you're worth. Because these people obviously don't consider you worth anything at all. Allowing you to have to change helmets, not of shower facilities. Oh man, it's incredible. It's child abuse. Don't let yourself be abused like that. You're now a grown man. Act like a grown man. And stop letting people abuse you like that.
Yes, sir. I want to thank you so much for this call. It was well needed. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm not a big fan of old people. I ain't gonna lie to you, but he was spitting bars. It's true. I'm not the biggest fan of old people.
Seasoned.
I just say old people. But because I didn't have really good experiences with my grandparents, but love the call. Absolutely love the call. Thank you, Mr. LeGrand. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Sargent, coming to you.
What's up, Scotty, man? Calling you from the car today, man. I hope I'm coming in all right.
Yeah, you coming in okay, a little okay.
All right. So first of all, the guy who was on before, who went to Iowa State, that was brilliant, bro. I mean, that was brilliant. But let me go back and switch my focus to those coaches, the president, the AD, and those NFL players. If you were making so much money as a rookie and you came from Bethune-Cookman, why didn't you give some of that money back to Bethune-Cookman so they wouldn't be in this situation that they're in with the football team?
That's facts.
I mean, the coach Prime, and I'm going to use him as an example. He said that a lot of the problems, this is him leaving, right? This is him leaving. He said a lot of the problems that existed in Jackson State, he could not fix as his role as a football coach, as the head coach of the football team. He said, so listen, what he said in sentence is, there are problems in this school that are outside of the purview of my ability to impact, affect, or change it, but the problems are still going to exist even though I'm leaving. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And even if I stayed, I couldn't fix it because my number one responsibility is to be a winning football coach. All right. The same thing exists at Bethune-Cookman. I just don't understand why those coaches and not AD, those football players, former NFL football players, wanted to low-key manipulate these young men and make it seem like the reason they live in squalor, in destitution, is because they ain't playing hard enough. They aren't committed enough. They aren't successful enough. I got an almanac that shows me Bethune-Cookman beat my team 9 years in a row. Are you telling me they beat us 9 years in a row with no locker room, with mold, and having to share helmets and gloves? They already committed. Where's your commitment? Where's your money? Where are you stepping up to protect our young black man who was just on? Please.
Hey, gotta let you go, Mr. Sergeant. You were breaking up. Apologies. You were breaking up really bad, so I had to let you go. I want to do a comment real quick. Hey, Joshua, bro, listen. No, you're not D'Angelo, bro. Put a shirt on, bro. Okay? Put a shirt on, bro. All right, you come on, man. What is we doing out here? You look like what's that video, man? The D'Angelo video? Untitled. You're unclothed, okay? You over here trying to be unclothed. Bama, put a shirt on. Come on, man. Stop, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. This ain't Tinder, all right? YouTube is not Tinder, bro. All right, we ain't trying to see all that. Put a shirt on. All right. Tell me some hot as it. And you know what's funny? He got the afro, so he could have the braids. Oh, it's all jokes, Josh. But yeah, put a shirt on, bro. 0187 coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
What's up, Scotty? I was trying to compose myself, man, laughing at you, man. Man, this here, man, out of Baton Rouge, man. I was trying not to say nothing, man, but I seen this video, man, and it just disturbed me bad. Because, man, what they did was they shifted weight, is what they did.
Ooh,
they took the responsibility off of the AD and the what's called, and then put it on the student players. You don't do that. That's wrong. Because I played football from Pee Wee League.
Hold on. Do me a favor. Turn your background down because you're bleeding through.
I'm sorry. I thought it was muted. I'm sorry. And I found it muted. Yeah, but I played from Pee Wee League all the way through high school. And I never had to wash any of my clothes. I've never had to do anything with my equipment because we had people who took care of that. How is it that you can get to a college and of this magnitude, and you have the shell helmets, like you say, with mildew and all this stuff in it? You got to swap out mouthpieces because you can't put your mouth, if they use the mouthpiece, but you can't put his mouthpiece in your mouth. That's unsanitary.
It wasn't that extreme. It wasn't that extreme, man. Come on, man.
No. I'm not saying that's what they did, but I'm saying, but to the point to where you have to share equipment. But on a college level, man, with Pee Wee in high school, they even have trainers and stuff to do stuff, man, to take care of the student athletes, to make sure the things are clean when the game time comes, the uniform is clean. Then another thing, Maya Angelou said, if a person show you who they are the first time, believe them. That's who they are. He lied on Roland Martin. Both of them.
Yeah.
So I mean, you gotta take it at face value for who they are, and so they showed you who they were. When they lied then, that's not going to be any difference now. It is what it is. So I hate the students, athletes have to go through that as football players. I can relate, and because of the simple fact of being a student athlete at one time, man, that's a heart-wrenching thing, man, to have to travel the way they had to travel to go practice and things of that nature. That's hurtful, man. That's embarrassing for others to do that. And then you on a college level. This ain't high school or middle school. It's college level. So it's embarrassing, man, to have to do that. And then the last thing I want to say is this. See, power and money does not equal character. Some fellas don't have no character. So if I'm a leader, the first thing I say is, okay, the buck stopped with me. I need to fix this. All of those football players in there that did what they did and said to them student athletes, y'all sound like a bunch of nincompoops is what you sound like. Because you shifted weight and put the blame on the student athlete and go tell them, y'all expect something, I expect something. That don't even make no sense according to what you're discussing. Their responsibility is to show up and play. Yes, your responsibility as an institution is to provide them with everything that they need to be the best student and the best student athlete that they can be. What they did was shift the weight on them students, and I hope that them brothers can take what they just saw and make an intelligent decision to do something that's best for their life, man, because that was hurtful and that made me mad, and I was trying not to get on here. But you see those fellas, y'all gonna reap what you sow, man. I'm done, Scotty.
Hey,
man, appreciate you, man. Love you, bro. I'm heated.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I like that. But this is the thing. I see. I want to go back to this tweet. I got to go back to this tweet. And Josh, I got to apologize, but I got to get on your ass. Watch, listen, and learn. What we watched, right? What we watched was Drake lying again. What we listened to was adults manipulating kids. And what we learned is you can't trust Drake, nor can you trust Reggie Theus. How can you get on Roland Martin and say, we got this? Yeah, no, that's a lie. When you clear as day come on here and said, I didn't know until just now. So that means you never really knew. You never really knew. Listen, man, and then you have other HBC. This is what bothers me, is they make this protective circle and like, oh, united we are, but you can't unite with foolishness. Why are you uniting around lies? Why are you uniting around? That's what bothers me. Oh, but I don't understand it because I didn't go to an HBCU. I didn't go to an HBCU, so I don't understand uniting around lies. I don't understand uniting around foolishness. You got to be able to separate the goodness and the greatness of an HBCU with the bad apples, right? It's the same thing that cops do. Well, we're not all bad, you know? And you can't say cops are bad because that's not true. I've met a cop that was actually pretty nice to me when he should have gave me a ticket. She actually took my ass to jail. But he was like, you know what? You just did. Oh, I can't get on here and say all cops are bad. So I get when Josh tells me, Scotty, hey, man, you can't say all HBCUs, bro. You can't say that. So I rock with him on that. I'm like, yeah, you're right. That's on me. But at the same time, you got to be able to take the criticism saying, oh, I can't. You know what I'm saying? You're united. Watch, learn, and listen. To what? That is straight manipulation. That's all that meeting was straight manipulation. 2713 coming to you. No. I'm sorry. 9762 coming to you. I know you remember. 9762 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
What's going on, Scotty? This is Gabe.
What's up, Gabe?
Okay, so you know what? And I have to apologize to Ed Reed because like I said, you know, I didn't know all this was going on. You know?
Yeah.
Now, like to the older gentleman that called, now I'm with him. If it was up to me, it wouldn't be no damn football season because if I'm no kids, I'm every last one of them transferring. Because that's some bullshit, man. You know, having to share equipment and then sit up there. Listening to to that bullshit, especially the president. I didn't know. I just found out today. I'm like you. The man got up there on Roland Martin. You know, Roland was telling him about this stuff, and he had like And to your point, but you said he didn't know. Maybe he knew. He just didn't give a damn, Scotty.
Yeah,
that would have sounded like to me. But anyway, man, I'm a contribute to to you going down there to Florida.
Hey,
so what's your call? What's your call sign for?
You sound pretty. I guess I'm gonna help. Listen, man. I ain't trying to count. No. Wait, I ain't trying to count your pockets. But if you don't got it, If it's going to hurt you to give, I don't want you to give. Trust me.
Nah, I ain't gonna hurt.
Okay.
Nah, I ain't gonna hurt.
Okay, I'm just saying. I guess I don't know. Can I mean, I guess I guess I can get $5. I guess I can get.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Tom?
I guess I can get $5.
I guess I can get $5. All right, we gonna holler.
All right, man. I put the cash up there for you. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right, man. Hey, listen, if you're trying to, if you're not hesitant to give to the Daytona trip, right, and it's not going to hurt you, okay, I want to make that very clear. We're not trying to hurt nobody's pockets, okay? So, like I said, it could be 5. I'm cool with 5, 10, 15, 20, 100, 200, 250. We've had donations of 500, 250. Listen, we're trying to get to $1,000. All right, we're trying to get to $1,000. All right, we got to stay there for the whole week. All right, we got to stay there for the whole week. We're currently at 875. Okay, we're at 875 right now. So please. All right, we're trying to get to at least $1,000 so we can go for the whole week, Monday to Friday, and we leave Saturday. All right, so So we're trying to get to $1,000. 2713 and please do not send it through YouTube. Okay. I know a lot of you guys, hey, Scotty, here it is. I won't get that money until next month. It does not help me. All right. It's not that I don't want you guys to support. I appreciate that. Please do not super chat for this because I won't get that money until February. And that really doesn't help me when we trying to get it now. Okay. Listen, I appreciate it, but I'm just giving you the heads up. All right. 2713 coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
Hey.
The conference has been locked.
This is James breaking down here in Mississippi.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
Hey, man. I've been listening to you, man, and I'm going to tell you something. The problem down there with Bethune-Cookman, and like you said, it's not all HBCUs, right? There's an attitude that's going on within our own community, right?
Yeah.
Right now, right? I know you in the military because I heard you talk about it, right? And I was in the military too. And this is all about leadership. One thing we had to do as leadership, we had to take care of your people. That was the first thing. Now, the first thing our basic needs was we had to train them, we had to feed them, we had to clothe them. We had to make sure that y'all guys were taken care of. As a leader, you don't do that, then you got fired. We didn't play that. We did not play that. We didn't circle the wagon by NL leader either. We would let him know, you better get your act together. And another thing I was thinking about was those students down there at Bethune-Cookman, they don't play. If you remember when that lady when Trump Trump came down there to speak at their graduation, those students didn't want to hear that junk what she came down there to say. At their own graduation, they stood up and turned their back. What did the president tell them? You guys ain't gonna graduate because you protested her, right? And she was the sorriest thing in the world for the education system. Okay. And another thing that came to my mind, Scotty, they don't like you. Okay. I remember when you came on and they asked you all these questions about Jackson State. What you doing right here? Because they're scared that you're gonna tell what they doing wrong. That's the problem. Them HBCU that doing wrong, every time you show up, man, they don't want you around. That's when they'll tell you, you got to leave. You ain't got the right tag around your neck to be right here. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That's all I got to say about the whole situation, man.
No, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
They do be trying to keep me out of a lot of stuff.
The conference has been unlocked.
4218 coming to you. 4218. Hey, caller, you live.
Yo, what's happening, Scotty, man? I ain't got too much to say, man. All I got to say really is, man, keep smashing the gas on them boy, bro.
I appreciate that,
Don't
man.
let up. Don't let up. Keep your foot and your knee on their neck, bro. Because you know, like the one caller said, you gotta apologize to Ed Reed. You know, even though her delivery was wrong, and I wish he would have went about it maybe just a little bit, because it's clear they need him. They need him. They need him in the system. They need him at that college. But clearly it was overwhelming. So he really couldn't control himself, even if he really wanted to, because this is ridiculous. So, but yeah, man, keep your foot on your neck. Shout out to your wife. Shout out to everybody who supports you, man, behind the scenes, the people we don't see, man. Y'all boy keep smashing the gas, man. You got love from, people here right here in Charleston, South Carolina, man. Keep smashing, bro.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I'm going to keep smashing on them. Listen, I'm the kind of guy that if I like a lingo, I kind of overuse it. So, like, I could be walking around the house. I'm like, babe, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to smash on them, babe. She be like, she give me like the meanest eye roll, bro. Like, yeah, smash, right? Okay. Like, so that's me. So don't give me nothing that I can use. All right. I'm like, smashing on them. Smashing on them. I'm that guy. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that old guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm that old guy that be like, what the young folks saying nowadays? What the young folks saying? That's what the young folks saying? What is it? Is it cap? That's cap. I'm sorry. 5593 coming to you. Hey, caller, you live.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Where you calling from, sir?
Coming from Seattle, Washington, Tuskegee graduate. Love to see what you're doing, brother. Great coverage. We need more. We need more of it. And I just want to salute you, man. It's funny how you run into people through YouTube, but I love what you're doing. So keep doing what you're doing. And as far as Bethune-Cookman, I hope you get down there, brother. I'm definitely going to donate and safe travels. But stuff like this needs to be monitored, especially for HBCUs. And I love that you pushing the culture forward, especially for the HBCU graduates. Salute.
Hey, man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Hey, listen, I'm going to get down to Tuskegee. Tuskegee be coming through, all right? I want to ball and parlay. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to. You know what? Shout out to Miss Griffin. She sent me the best games to go to from Tuskegee. So I'm gonna try to go to a D2 game. I'm gonna see what Tuskegee talking about. You know what I'm saying? I think that's about what 2 hour and a half drive. 2 hours on a drive.
I don't know.
I think yeah. You're good.
Okay. I don't know how far it is, but Tuskegee. I know you touched on this earlier. Please don't be like Alabama A&M. If I get down there and I don't eat, we're not coming back. The only reason that we come back to A&M is because, well, DT.
Yeah,
but he's
Maynard,
and Maynard and Coach Mike. Coach Mike, the ultimate MVP coach.
Facts.
You hear me?
Facts.
The best they got out there. For the scripts. I can't speak for nobody else. But Coach Mike, he always got to play at our house.
Facts.
Unlike them Alabama A&M people who never got to play. And y'all jokers lied to me during this season. Oh, Key, we going to find you. We going to hook you up with some barbecue. You know who found us? Jacktown found us before they kicked us out. But they did find us. They did feed us. And then, they told us that we were not welcome at the game. And we all know who's running the show. The Jags. Say it, say your Southern.
I don't know.
You say Southern.
Oh, Southern.
Yeah, that.
Southern. Okay.
They fed us. They chauffeured us in golf carts. I had never.
Something wrong with you.
I had never. In all my walk into this sweat games in this hot sun, I had never been chauffeured so eloquently. I mean, from the parking spot to the landing spot. Okay, Jaguar Nation, I love y'all too, Jamar. Okay, I'm trying to talk to the kids to go down there right now. Because I want to get, if y'all want to give me an honorary degree, I will take it and I will rep hard. This will be Jag Nation over here. Okay. And Dr. Greg, I mean, bag of the Blue Store chicken and a tiger paw. It was so much love. You know, and FAMU, I'm never gonna forget y'all. Cause Dr. Lori.
Hey, she started off right.
Man, that lady set the bar very,
high.
very high. And I can't forget about Unc, Mr. Campbell. You know what I'm saying? It's just the love keeps pouring out. But as far as we haven't been to FAM, so you know, I know Southern and FAMU is a thing. I believe in being fair and neutral. Like I said, you know, Southern human jukebox. I mean, need I say more? So, oh, thank you, Tavia, girl. Thank you. Yeah. So the Blue Store chicken. But Grambling, what was the chicken place that I liked in Grambling?
Southern Classic.
Southern Classic. And I love Gremlin. I wanted to give y'all a try too, but y'all said that my man ain't welcome at your campus. Raggedy tigers. It hurt my heart.
Yeah.
I wanted to get married at Grambling, quiet as cat.
Yeah, we did.
I wanted to get married on Grambling's campus.
Yeah, she did.
But HBCU Spotlight, yeah, I'm gonna go live and vlog our trip. You know what? I should talk to him about vlogging.
Spotlight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But that was all. I just came in here to
Get that light back for me, please. Thank you.
say what's up. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday!
And thank you all for the donations.
Oh, thank you all so much. Absolutely. And once again, if it does not hurt you, we will be heading down to Daytona on Monday. I got you, baby. So if it does not hurt, 5, 10, 20, 100. Remember, we're trying to get to $1,000. We'll appreciate it. Anything over that is a truly a blessing. But we're trying to hit $1,000. 6793 coming to you. Hey, calling you live.
What's good, brother? How you doing today?
What's good? What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Dan Thornton, all the way from Richmond, VA, from the ATL. I'm lucky to be a prodigy of a Spelman sister and a Morehouse brother, and I'm telling you, this stuff going on down in Bethune-Cookman. I've seen the good, I've seen the bad. Georgia got a few HBCUs. That's an understatement, especially in Atlanta. I know the story of Morris Brown, and the less said about Fort Valley State, the better. But it is good to see many of these young boys standing up for themselves. Now, the question is, I know you're trying to go to Daytona and see what's really going on and shine the light, but are we really expecting much more to come out of this? Because the faculty and the AD and president have shown the true underbelly that a lot of graduates and alumni have seen constantly. It's always the alumni's fault, the institution keep on saying. But still, though, I don't know where this is going, but more power to these kids, because if I was in their shoes, I don't know if I would have as much determination as these kids have been showing.
That's real. No, that's real, man. That's real. Hey, appreciate the call. Thank you so much. Hey, listen. Got some breaking news for you. Okay, got some breaking news for you. Let me set this up just right for y'all, Bamas.
Y'all know it's breaking when I get text on my phone.
Yeah, right. All right. Got some breaking news. Jackson State's president has been voted out with a vote of no confidence. Okay. Jackson State University Faculty Senate voted no confidence in President Hudson and his administration on Thursday. Now, I don't know what this means. But it means that man might not have a job. That's what it seems like it means to me. That man might not have a job. That Bama does not have a job today. All right. So, you know.
He hasn't been voted out, Mr. Campbell.
Yeah. Oh, he hasn't been voted out. He's got a vote of no confidence. All right, because I'm about to, hold on. Gotta pay my joint. Gotta play my jam. You know what I'm saying? I gotta play my jam. Hold up. I gotta play my jam.
job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job.
K-O-B.
You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job.
Hey, bring it back.
Job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job.
K-O-B.
You about to lose your job. Get this thing. You about to lose your job. Get this thing.
You about to lose your job. Now, from what I've been told, I thought from Jack State people, they said the president is doing pretty good. So I don't know where this is coming from. You know what I'm saying? So I can't tell you. Anybody from Jackson wanna go ahead and talk about it? Said the honeymoon period is over. JSU faculty Senate votes no confidence in president administration. Now, if this was from the Clarion Ledger, I would tell you I don't feed too much into it because they don't like Jackson State anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you, but this is Mississippi Today. Now, I don't know if Mississippi Today is racist, but they probably white, so they probably are. But, it just is what it is. So let's go ahead and scroll on down. Okay. There are serious issues regarding effective leadership stated in the resolution. This is too much to read. All right, so I like the Cliff Notes. All right, I like the Cliff Notes. So he's not losing his job. So what's the vote of no confidence for? That if you're not losing his job, what does it even matter? All the partnerships. I'm confused. What's the point? So who's voting? Who's voting if you're not losing his job? This is always something in Mississippi. Just a review. So I'm a review that you're not good. What? But you get to keep your job? Oh, man. Listen. I'm sticking to football because the academic side of college is just weird. It's just weird.
As a military officer, if they say that, you're fired.
You're fired. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, it is what it is. A vote of no confidence coming among a faculty senates at all colleges. So all the colleges feel that what Jackson is doing is not good.
Swag, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. Anyway, guys, I appreciate your time once again. As always, I got 572 people on here. Make sure you like the stream. Before I get up out of here, all right, I want to make a quick announcement. Again, listen, why I love my HBCU. All right, I'm interviewing HBCU graduates. Not people like me that went for a semester, graduates, okay? If you are interested, click the link below, fill out the form. It will get back to me. I'll reach out to you. Listen, it's 10, 15 minutes. It's not live. It's pre-recorded, okay? If you are interested, make sure you hit the form in the description below, all right? And let me know your dates, your times, your email, all that, your name and all that type of stuff, and your profession, okay? Please and thank you. All right. And lastly, if you're able to give, please, Monday, me and Key will be heading down to Daytona. If you're able to give, Off Script TV, 5, 10, 20, 100, 200. Our goal is $1,000. We're really close. We're at 875, 880, something around there. All right. So I'll appreciate anything that you guys can give towards that trip. Listen, until next time, okay, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to holler. God bless.